So I might have been able to go further last night and still find a camp spot. The problem is I was worried that the trail would be really hard to follow further up ahead in the dark in the morning. So I also tried to get up as late as I could. After a while I can't stand laying there. But so I got going at about 10 minutes before 6, and as you can see, the horizon has a little bit of glow to it, so I should be able to see a lot better. The trail's been at times hard to see. Right now it's easy to see, so this is working out okay. I had a hard time sleeping though because I was so hungry and had to poop in the middle of the night, which is weird. But anyway, hopefully things are gonna work out. I'm wondering if that TLC ranch is the one where they have eggs. They had eggs in there. There's like a refrigerator with eggs in it and potatoes and onions, but that might be the other ranch that's further up ahead. Anyway, if anybody offers me a ride, I'll either take it to where the brown line veers off the highway, because there's water along there if I'm low on water, or if I have plenty of water, I'll ask them to take me to Pie Town Road. It's like, I can't be this hungry. I had 3 cookies for breakfast. I still have cereal. I'll eat it later when I can see better. But yeah, for the whole day, cereal, the 3 cookies I already ate, a couple of slices of dried mango, a fruit roll-up stick thing. It's really small. It's like for little kids. Some Cheez-Its and a Chomps meat stick. That's it. It's not very much. So anyway, hey, this is really easy to walk on. This is great. Okay, signing off. So the trail has gotten harder to walk on and harder to follow. You have to find the cairns or sticks or whatever, but it's like really rocky and hard to keep your balance in the dark as an old lady with glasses. There's still so far to go. This is so slow. You can see why it's so slow. There's a cairn there, and then there's another one there. Yeah, difficult. I stopped to take off layers and attend to my bodily needs. Have some breakfast here. So hungry. It's been about 2 hours and I've only gone 3.3 miles. I got a long way to go yet. I don't even think I'm halfway. That's 4.4 miles to the road. Hopefully it gets easier somewhere in there. But I'm not even in the part of the topo map that shows lava flow. And this is all lava. So I don't know, it could get worse. Okay, back to the lava. It's gotten a little bit easier. At times you can walk on a crust, like here's a crust, and that's a lot easier to walk on. And then this is almost like a trail, so it's a little easier to walk on. It's when it's all these little rocks, it's really hard to walk on. So I'm 0.1 from where it says follow cairns. Well, I'm following cairns now. A little hole. Wouldn't want to fall in there if I was some kind of animal. So I'm in the follow cairns part. It's not much different. Maybe it's a little easier. But there's a number of little flags on the map that all say follow cairns, so who knows? Who knows what the hell they're talking about? So the native Hawaiians would call this kind of lava pahuewe. Pahuewe, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it means ropey lava. And then they have another word for lava that's and that's sharp lava. But you know, there's been both here. Look at that, you can kind of see the ropes. There's been both kinds, that's for sure. It's gotten a little easier to walk on, and there's a lot more things growing now. So hopefully I'm getting somewhere. I just gotta get over there where the cliffs are. Getting close. There's a snake. I can't tell if he's a rattlesnake. I'll give him a wide berth. Phew, I hope this is it. That didn't leave me wanting for more, that's for sure. So, ever since I saw the CDT sign in the dark, I'm lucky I took the correct direction at that junction, because one way would have gone northbound, or no, not northbound, it would have gone southbound through this big loop that would have been all lava like this. Huge loop, that would have just been way too much. And the other way, the way I went, was actually northbound on the trail. So I'm currently still going northbound on the trail, but really it just goes pretty much due east. Okay, well, I gotta put this camera away. Oh, that little section was the worst. Look at this though. Oh my God. Hope this lasts a while. So that was kind of cool. I mean, once I stopped worrying about my food situation, then I was like kind of having fun. But I think it was like 7 or 8 miles of lava, and I think maybe half of that would have been more than enough, maybe even like a quarter. But anyway, looks like a real trail now, and I'm pretty close to the highway where I will begin the road walk. I want to at least walk to the Ventana Arch, because that's supposed to be really pretty. And I'm not going to do, there's a way you can climb up the arch and climb up onto the cliff and hike on a trail, a nice trail to a picnic area. But I think when it comes to choose your own adventure, that last lava was the adventure I chose. I think I'll skip climbing up the arch. And then after the arch, hopefully, maybe somebody will offer me a ride or something. Uh-oh. Gotta check the map here. Look at this little guy. I don't think he's doing too well. Do you need some help? I've made it. I made it through the Malpais. Woohoo! That was really cool. But if only I had enough food. So there may be a water cache here, Can take a little break and drink something. Okay, now I begin the road walk. There's no shoulder. Oh, there's the La Ventana Arch. It's pretty. Okay, that was pretty, but I don't know, it's all pretty, so I'm just gonna keep on hiking. Get back to the road. I saw this container just sitting here on the ground, and I'm gonna take some. I opened it and it's super crispy, crunchy. It's not bad at all. Doesn't taste poisoned. I'm gonna fill up a baggie and eat it. What a score. I'm so lucky. Little bird must have been hit by a car. Poor little guy. There's the Mal Pais again. I'm entering something called the Narrows. I don't know what that means. So it seems that our dictatorship is pretty much almost completely consolidated. Just in the last, I've been out here for 20 days. And in 20 days, the difference between now and what things were like when I left is pretty huge. So hope you all understand. Today you are more free than you will be tomorrow, and that you should do the things in life that you've always wanted to do before you can't. I don't think there was any water at the picnic area. The next water is 14 and a half miles away. I got 2 liters and maybe 2.5 liters. So I don't know if I can do 14 and a half more miles, but we'll see what I can do. At least I think I can make it with 2 liters. It's raining again. It rains every day. on the CDT. I realized I better dry this thing before I have to set it up again. It was so wet with condensation this morning. And then as I put it away, it got all covered in mud. So try to get a little bit cleaner and drier. So one of my last videos, I said it was 14.6 miles. I think that was the mile number of the item I was talking about, not how many miles. So right now it's about 3 miles to a couple of water opportunities. One is a solar well, one is a water cache, and right at where the water cache is a junction. If I stay on this highway, I can walk 5 miles to Pie Town Road. But if I stay on the Brown Line alternate route, it leaves the highway and does a 10-mile long dirt roads following various, solar wells and stuff. And so I don't think I gain anything by taking that route if there's a solar well right there near the junction and a water cache. So I can cut off 5 whole miles by just staying on this road, and I don't think I will suffer for water. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I guess that would be today. That would give me like 8 more miles to do today to get to Pie Town Road. I think I see the solar well. It's right over there where all the cows are. Not sure how to get there. Oops. Cows aren't too happy with me. I think they're all gonna run away. I'm gonna get a ton of water. I probably don't need it, but I think the next water is like 13 miles away. But I'm not sure if that's accurate or if Far Out was doing its straight line thing. But yeah, this is supposed to be a good well. Look at this guy. He's standing in it. That's gross. So where is the pipe? Oh, it's on the other side. Well, I'm a dumb idiot. I can't figure out how it works. I don't know what that plug plugs into. And there's no water coming out of the pipe. So I'm gonna have to get water out of here. And it's kind of gross. Now that's the most disgusting water. I tried to filter it through a bandana, but it clogged the bandana. So I was gonna clog my filter. Okay, so that's gotta be the grossest water I've seen on this trail so far. And, so I couldn't hardly filter it through a bandana to get all the chunks out. I got about halfway through the bottle before I just gave up. It wasn't going through the bandana anymore. Bandana was completely, like I used every little spot. So, but it filtered okay. It looks pretty clear. I also put in some Aquamira, just double strength. I'm not sure which one does the viruses, if it's the filter or if it's the Aquamira, but it doesn't fill me with warm fuzzies to see cows standing in the water. I don't want hoof and mouth disease. Anyway, back to the road. I'm gonna take this little shortcut. Once I get out on the road, maybe I can get a better sense of exactly how far the next solar well is. Yeah, it's about 13 to the next one, the next solar well. So that's not too bad. I got a ton of water. It's 15 miles to one that gets rave reviews. 13 miles to one that people don't like because it's hard to get to because it's muddy around the edges. So 15, geez, I have way more water than I need to go 15 miles and camp. So I think it'll be good. So this is the turnoff for the rest of this brown line, but I'm gonna go straight. I hope it's not a mistake. So it looks like where the Alt and the CDT join, there's not going to be any trees. It's just going to be out in the open. I wonder if I should hop this fence and just camp up here. Oops, yeah. Hop this fence and camp up here. Yikes. Okay, here's my home sweet home. I did pop myself under the fence so I could camp in these trees. I'm not that far from the highway, but I found a real nice flat spot. It was sort of hard to get the tent stakes in, but I think I did a pretty good job. It's kind of hard over here to be under the tree. It's kind of breezy, so it's all puffing up, but I think it dried when I stopped to dry it off. It may get saggy, but I can always straighten up the pole and that makes it taller. Alrighty now, time to make some dinner and relax. My feet are gonna kill me. They're gonna be so sore.